Hey, Tony.
Hi, gamers.
You did it. You played Yu-Gi-Oh! Today.
How's everyone doing? I didn't win the tournament, to be honest with you.
Alright, video over.
Nick Trudden won with the zombies, and rather than do a deck profile on the zombies again, -1 burial and +1 mind control, figured I would give you a different deck profile to look at.
Alright, so we got.
It's been about 6 years since I uploaded a Dragunity deck profile. So you play 3 Dragunity ducks, 3 Phalanx, and now for once I'm actually playing Dragunity Mistletoe, which I'll explain later, but he's very, very good. Gives you some outs to Fiendish Chains and Effect Veilers. This list is a little different than most Dragunity lists because we're playing like the full Red Eyes engine, because if you haven't been paying attention to Yu-Gi-Oh! Future Fusion is now legal. You could reveal 5-headed dragon and dump 5 dragons from your deck. So I'm choosing to dump a bunch of cool little dragons. So we're playing 3 Red Eyes Wyvern, which can summon Red MD from the graveyard, so you dump him usually. Gotta figure it better. System out. We're also playing 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Playing 1 White Stone of Legend. 1 Blue Eyes. So usually you use some kind of card to dump the White Stone to get a free Blue Eyes to your hand. And as far as any other monsters we're playing 1 Debris because he's a Dragon Tuner. Playing a Zephyrus so we can do some cool combos. Playing an Effect Veiler so that when you draw a bunch of cards off of Super Rejuvenation, you can end on something cool in your hand. So the idea of the deck is you pretty much do a bunch of drawing and discarding with all your dragon cards, and then eventually you activate Super Rejuvenation. Pretty much says for every single dragon you discarded this turn, draw that many cards. So like you activate it, and then during the end phase you just keep drawing, and then if you drew a lot, you could activate another one and just keep going and going and going. So it's actually a pretty fun deck. So obviously we play the Future Fusion. We play Card Destruction because, you know, we could discard a bunch of dragons and make for our deck. Pot of Avarice, very good with Future Fusion or, you know, recycling some of your synchros. Dark Hole, Foolish, Heavy, Giant Trunade, new card, legal. 2 Card of Consonance, 3 Terraforming, 3 Dragon Ravine, Solemn Judgment, 3 Fiendish Chains.
No MST?
No, I side MST, but to be honest with you, I would much rather just roll with the Trunade and the Heavy, and you know, if something happens where I needed the MST, hopefully I got it for game 2. But it's actually a really cool deck. I'll try to explain some plays later because it probably doesn't make a whole ton of sense at the start, but I'll give the extra deck quick. Obviously we have 5-headed dragon. Need that. We've got Utopia. Doesn't come up that often, but we do use him. Trident Dragon. Read this in your own time, but he's cute. Has a lot of attack. Attacks multiple times. Colossal Fighter, Stardust, Scrap Dragons, Black Rose, and pretty much how the deck works is, just to explain this card, this is Dragunity Marjorana, is you normal summon, sorry about this, Dragunity Ducks, and his effect says, you can equip a Dragunity monster from your graveyard to him. So usually somehow you discard this guy to the graveyard. Equip Dragunity Phalanx. His effect says while he's equipped to a Dragunity monster, you can special him. Now you Synchro 6. Marjorana. Marjorana says equip the Dragunity monster to him. Special Phalanx, and now you can keep going. Synchro 8. Now that's what most Dragunity decks end up doing, but in this Dragunity deck, we actually go for a different Dragunity monster that most people are not used to, and that's called Dragunity Gaydurg. His effect says you can search your deck for a Wing Beast or Dragon, and then discard one. So we could end up searching for a lot of crazy, kooky cards, and discarding a bunch of dragons we need to discard for Super Rejuvenation. And what's good about him is you can effectively use him to just keep going. So you could search for Whitestone, add Blue Eyes, search for Red Eyes Wyvern. You could search for Zephyros, and you know what's cool about him too is you can do some like crazy plays with Mistletoe, where you like tribute him, bring out Mistletoe, and then Mistletoe says you can equip the Dragunity monster. You equip him, he's in the graveyard, right? You could like banish him for Red Eyes, bring him back, activate him again, search for another card, and like you could just keep going. It's a really cool deck, and that's kind of the deck. So it's a lot of fun. People were very impressed by it today. I ended up going X1 with it. Didn't squeak out a win, but it was it's a really cool deck, and it let me side some cool cards too. So we're playing this new card we added called Armed Dragon, the Armor Dragon, which says if it destroys a monster by battle, we can special summon a winged dragon from our deck. So you can obviously summon the Red Eyes Wyvern, which is right here. You could summon Kawaki Maradrago, which says your opponent can't, or neither player can summon light or dark monsters, so it's like an incredible card against Lightsworn or any dark deck. And what's cool about this card is it can search this card. It could also search DD Crow. So this deck has a lot of like cool ways to get past opponents in game 2. So other cards, we play 2 more copies of this, 3 Maxi, another DD Crow, 2 Valor. I play a Nobleman of Extermination, 1 MST, and 2 Royal Decrees. So it's kind of the whole deck list. Anything you have to ask?
What else was in your extra deck? You didn't show me the whole thing.
Oh, did I not?
You didn't show me these cards right here.
Okay.
Wow.
So, I mean, these are your standard. I mean, Brio's really good because it could discard dragons. Goyo's Goyo. Ancient Fairy Dragon is Ancient Fairy Dragon. But, I mean...
This has actual application in the deck. You know, it's like you play a field spell, so...
It does. It doesn't happen that often, though, because he's level 7. So, like, you're using your 1 effect Valor, or you're using Whitestone of Legends. But, I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, if you can make them. But it doesn't happen that often.
Cool. Thanks for the list.
Yeah.
Hope to see more cool lists next week.
And if you watched this far, thanks for watching, dude. It's been 7 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! And excited to keep doing it.